AITA for not buying a ticket to Paris for my husband to make him feel how I felt. Hi everyone. I 29F am American and married to my husband 30M, who is from an Arab country. We've been together for a while, have a child, and overall, we're a successful couple. I work as a nurse, and he's a software engineer. Our relationship has always been great. He's everything I've wanted in a partner, both mentally and physically. Last month, we traveled to his home country to visit his family. I was excited to meet them, but I noticed that my husband started acting differently around me when we were with his family. For example, when we sat with his sisters and cousins, they were affectionate with each other, hugging, laughing, and exchanging their traditional cheek kisses. However, whenever I tried to greet him the same way, he would pull back or subtly avoid me. One particularly awkward moment happened when he came home one evening. I leaned in to greet him with the same cheek kisses I'd seen everyone else use, but he refused right in front of his sisters, who were watching. I felt so embarrassed. When I asked him about it later, he told me that in his culture, it's considered rude and disrespectful for a husband and wife to show affection in front of family. He assured me that it wasn't personal, that he loves me, but said, "This isn't America, and we need to follow local customs." Another incident upset me even more. We went out with his family, and I sat in the front passenger seat next to him. Just before we left, he asked me to move to the back so his mother could sit in the front. I understand that respecting parents is a big part of his culture, but being asked to switch seats like that made me feel sidelined, like I wasn't as important in the moment. What made things even harder was the dynamic between his family and him. His mom and sister were very affectionate towards my husband and our child, hugging them, kissing them, and doting on them. At one point, his mom kissed both my husband and our child and said in English, "These are my treasures. These are my life," right in front of me. It made me feel uneasy, almost like I was being sent a message. I'm not sure if I was overreacting or if it was just jealousy creeping in, but it left me with a toxic feeling that I couldn't shake. When we got back to the US, I was still holding on to those emotions. To make him understand how I felt during the trip, I decided to buy tickets to a big event in Paris for me, our child, and both my parents. But I didn't get a ticket for him. I thought that maybe experiencing a bit of exclusion would help him understand how I felt. AETA for doing this? I wanted him to see what it feels like to be left out, but now I'm wondering if I went too far. Should I have just talked to him more instead of trying to make a point this way? Or is it fair that I wanted him to understand how it feels to be on the outside?